Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're talking about something that's, well, let's face it, one of life's certainties: taxes. But what if a new kind of artificial intelligence is about to completely change the game? Just imagine that for a second. What if your tax questions, all of them, could be answered instantly? And what if the system itself actually helped you comply perfectly? I mean, for most of us, taxes are just this complex, confusing mess. But a technology is emerging that could change all that, and it's called the AI agent.
And look, this isn't just about some simple automation we've seen before. We're talking about a potential revolution in how taxes are managed, one that promises brand new levels of efficiency and, hopefully, fairness. To really get it, though, we first have to break down what these agents actually are.
Okay, so let's get into it. What exactly are these AI agents? Are they just, glorified chatbots, or is there something truly new going on here? The best way to think about it is, well, less like a simple program and more like a digital employee. An AI agent is a piece of software that can actually perceive its environment. Things like your questions or new financial data. And then it acts on its own to achieve a specific goal. Its intelligence is all about making rational decisions to get the job done. And this is the huge difference from the kind of automation we're used to. You've probably heard of RPA, or robotic process automation. It's fantastic at following a really strict pre-written script. It's like a macro on steroids. But an AI agent, that's a whole different beast. It can handle complexity, it can handle uncertainty, because it doesn't just follow rules. It actually learns and makes its own decisions. Their real power comes from these three core traits. First, they're autonomous, which means they can operate without a human holding their hand every step of the way. Second, they're reactive, so they can respond to new information in real time. And third, and this is a big one, they're proactive. They take the initiative to hit their goals instead of just sitting around waiting for a command. Okay, so we've got these autonomous, proactive, reactive agents. Pretty cool tech. But how does that jump from just being a piece of software to sparking a genuine revolution in our tax systems? Well, it's because it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. You can have different kinds of agents for very specific jobs. A model-based agent, for example, could be a chatbot that actually remembers your past conversations, so you don't have to start over every time. A goal-based agent could figure out the best way to send payment reminders to boost collection. Then you have utility-based agents that can make complex calls, like weighing the risk of tax evasion against the cost of an audit. And maybe the most powerful of all, a learning agent. This is what you'd use for a fraud detection system that literally gets smarter with every piece of data it sees. So when you put all of these agents to work, the potential is just massive. I mean, think about it. 24/7 personalized support that actually solves your problem. AI that can sift through enormous amounts of data to find fraud, which then frees up human auditors to focus on the really tricky cases. It even helps governments with proactive communication and high-level strategic planning. And what's the end result of all this? It's a whole set of incredible benefits for both governments and for us, the taxpayers. We're talking greater efficiency and more revenue for the government for sure. But it also means better compliance, higher quality service for you, and decisions that are actually based on evidence, not just guesswork. But, this is incredibly powerful technology. And like with any big revolution, it comes with some pretty significant risks. We absolutely have to talk about the dangers and the ethical guardrails we need to build. And this is where we need to be really, really careful. A huge concern is that AI learns from data. And if that data has historical biases baked into it, say against certain neighborhoods or income levels, the AI won't just repeat those biases. It could actually make them even worse. And a list of challenges is long, and it's serious. You've got massive technical questions around data privacy and security. Then there's the black box problem. What do we do when we can't even explain why an AI made a certain decision? And that leads to the really critical questions of fairness and accountability. If an AI messes up, who's responsible? These are not small things to figure out. Now, a huge part of the answer to that black box problem is a field called explainable AI, or XAI. The goal here is pretty simple, but it's vital. Design AI systems where we humans can actually understand the why behind any decision. Because, let's be honest, if you get flagged for an audit, you have a right to know why. XAI is the tech that's supposed to make sure you can. So we've got these incredible benefits on one hand and these profound risks on the other. The big question is, how do we build this future responsibly? How do we get all the good stuff without the bad? Well, the first thing to recognize is that this isn't some far-off sci-fi concept. AI agents are a tangible reality right now. The technology is here, and it's already being used in some places. And what that means is not the path forward requires a really balanced, really thoughtful approach, and we have to start now.
A clear three-step path forward involves starting with a strategic vision that is built on solid ethical commitments. Second, you have to actively work to mitigate those risks we talked about, preventing bias, protecting data. And finally, and this might be the most important, it demands a wide open debate between governments, experts, and all of us in civil society to figure out the rules of the road together.
Because make no mistake, this technology is coming, and it will reshape our tax systems. Whether that change is for the better or for the worse, well, that depends entirely on the choices we all make right now, which leaves us with the most important question of all. Who should get to write the rules?